Now it is my honor to introduce this year's student speaker. Andrea Coto was selected among many students to be this year's student speaker by the CCSF Commencement Committee. Her story is one not only of high academic achievement, but of perseverance. She will be receiving 3 associate degrees from City College of San Francisco. She plans on transferring to San Jose State University to complete a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. Please join me in welcoming your 2016 student speaker, Ms. Andrea Coto.
Class of 2016, let's make some noise! Good afternoon, graduating class of 2016. Teachers, parents, and San Francisco community. Gloria Anzaldúa, a feminist scholar and influential figure of Chicana cultural theory, once said, "Caminante no hay puentes, se hacen puentes al andar. Traveler, there are no bridges, one builds them as one walks." I was born in San Francisco, California, but I was raised in El Salvador. My childhood was amazing. I had a lot of friends. I lived in a small but beautiful house. I used to get ice cream every day after school, but don't tell my mom about this. And my brother and I used to watch Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon all day long. Yes, those were real cartoons. But when I turned 15 years old, my family suffered the hard effects of alcoholism. And after much verbal and physical violence, my parents separated and my life was never the same. Despite those challenges, I persisted in graduating from high school. I enrolled in a 2-year program to be a civil engineer technician, while working as a part-time magazine seller and being a full-time student. But I did it. Seeing my mother struggle with psychological and financial problems made me realize that I needed to do something to provide a better quality of life for my family. So I made the most difficult decision of my life. I left home in June 17, 2011, looking for my own American dream. When I arrived in San Francisco, I was very blessed by my Uncle Alfredo and my Auntie Mercedes, whom I consider my grandparents now, because they provided me with shelter, food, and positive advice. However, I miss my mother, my brother, and my boyfriend tremendously. I started working and realized that although I was a US citizen, I was just going to be treated as a young woman who did not have proficient English skills. In fact, my only option was to work long shifts at below minimum wage. On my first job, I worked 10-hour days with a 15-minute break and making only $60. Seeing myself marginalized, I recognized that education was the key. So in fall 2011, I enrolled as an ESL non-credit student at City College of San Francisco Mission Campus. Yes. After a year of taking non-credit classes, I won a scholarship from Project Shine that gave me the opportunity to start taking credit classes. At the end of the same year, while working full-time in 3 different jobs and being a full-time student, my mother, my brother, and I reunited here in the US. These achievements would have never been possible without the mercy of God and the support of many people. My mother, Cecilia, always teaches me not to give up. She works hard so my brother and I can have opportunities to receive higher education that she never had. My mother overcame depression after suffering domestic violence, and she is the strongest woman I know. Thank you, Mommy. Gracias, Mommy, for acting as that bridge of love that helps me to overcome challenges and to be able to become an engineer. My brother Miguel came to the US as a teenager. He struggled to learn a different language and to adapt to a new culture. But he overcame and graduated from high school a year after his arrival, and he's currently the president of the Society of Hispanic Engineers at San Francisco State University. Thank you, Miguel, for your courage and resilience. What happened to the boyfriend that I left in El Salvador? Well, we got married. And he recently moved to the US. Thank you, Mauricio, for your love and unconditional support. As how you can see, City College is the place where I found the hope needed after my immigration experience. I acquired the tools to become a role model to others who want to pursue educational dreams in science, technology, engineering, and math. This school helped me to obtain important opportunities. As an example, last year, I obtained an internship at the Port of San Francisco Engineering Division, where I am learning more about land surveying, geographical information systems, and new pathways of engineering. There are 3 primary lessons that I'm taking away from City College of San Francisco. First, it is so important for a college student to create networks of people who can provide positive advice. Second, I learned how even in a world where science and mathematics are seen as more valuable, an integral education in liberal arts is always necessary to develop a better critical thinking and to learn how to advocate for others. And third, I recognize how education is power, and it is a fundamental right for every human being. It is in our hands to protect all the public and private educational institutions that assure a better quality of life for present and future generations. In other words, it is in our hands to protect our City College of San Francisco. Today, I am grateful for all the instructors who devoted their time to teach me valuable lessons. Dr. Edgar Torres, the Department Chair of the Latin America and Latina Studies, played an instrumental role in addressing the achievement gap among Latino and Latina students, but he also personally impacted my life. He once told me, education should be your first priority. As long as you believe you are doing the right thing, you should never worry about what someone thinks about you. ¿Me entiendes? Gracias, Professor Torres. My counselor, Leticia Silva, from the Latino Services Network, is a bridge of knowledge and a lot of patience. and she guided me up to this point in my education. Thank you, Letty. Lastly, I thank all the organizations and people who believe in my dream and who provided me with scholarship during these past years. The National Scientific Foundation, the CCSF Engineering and Technology Department, the Chicana Latina Foundation, the Great Mission Rotary, and the Pan American Roundtable of San Francisco, among others. Class of 2016, we did it. I am so honored to share this moment with you. We're all warriors who have shown that strength, courage, and passion for education always bring positive outcomes. Monsignor Romero, the Archbishop who was assassinated in El Salvador, and a figure who has always inspired my life, once said, "This is what we are about. We plant the seeds that one day will grow. We water seeds already planted, knowing that they hold future promise." We are the best examples of how education can change life. So let's be those seeds that hold present and future promises. Let's show the world that City College of San Francisco taught us to be critical thinkers, to enhance cultural, personal, and social awareness, and to promote social justice and equitable opportunities by breaking the racial stereotypes that are so rooted in our society. Please, no more violence in San Francisco. Now, it's our turn. We are ready to succeed. This immigrant, this Latina, this Salvadoreña, this CCSF alumni is ready to say, "Sí se puede." Congratulations, class of 2016. Good luck and God bless you.
Now it's my honor to present Andrea with a plaque for her achievement. There you go. Thank you. How about one more round of applause?